I know we all want soft life, like you really want to take that vacation, to go for that massage, to buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You want maybe to buy a walking pad. You actually want to go for that brunch, dining out, experiencing this luxury life. But at the same time, you still want the financial freedom, and you're torn in between. Should I be doing the soft life? Should I be doing the financial freedom? And most of the time, we ask the famous question, like, can I be able to have both? And my answer today is yes. With the right budget, you can actually be able to balance between soft life and you can still be able to get the financial freedom. And today in this video, I want us to discuss how you can be able to set up a budget that can give you the soft life and still can be able to give you the financial freedom that you're looking for. Hi guys, welcome again to another episode of Financial Literacy. My name is Jane Dishu and I'm a financial advisor. The first thing I want us to discuss is, what is soft life? What do we really mean when we talk about soft life, or what I would call like redefining what soft life actually means? So most of us are like, soft life is equals to going over and beyond, spending money that you don't have, being broke, being reckless, doing things that your budget cannot be able to hold. But let me bring it closer. Soft life actually is having the peace of mind, being able to get the security, being able to actually experience the luxury, and being able to be in a position where you're peaceful and you're experiencing things that you really want. I mean, soft life is not about, or living soft is not about like experiencing the vibe and at the end of the day, you're actually stressed up and you don't have the money. So when you're thinking about soft life, see of things that you really feel like these things would make my life interesting, or these things would make me feel like motivated to do more. Like, I mean, some people, their soft life can be, I want to experience maybe first class of an airplane, so I want to just board and know, what does this first class feel? What does it really mean? I mean, this is going to give you now another level of, I need to work hard so that I can sustain this one first experience and I can be able to feel this. And to other people, it can be as small as taking a massage, taking a facial, having a skincare routine, like the whole things that you really admire in your life, but you feel like, I need to have a plan on how to achieve them. Like, what do I do at the end of the day? The second thing is, how does this budget look like? How do you set up this budget? And at what point do you allocate this amount of money? And let me bring it to perspective using the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, because I think this is like a basic rule that most of us, when we are beginning in our budgeting, this is what we use. When we say 50% should be going to your needs, we mean like this is paying your rent, we mean this is paying for your Wi-Fi, this is paying maybe for your airtime, this is paying for your transport, this goes maybe to your shopping, to your grocery, to maybe your clothes and such things. So once you do the 50%, you need to have a category that we call the wants. This is what we call the soft life fund. So once, these are luxuries, these are things that, yes, I don't need them to survive, but they actually make life interesting. So at this particular point, you're given 30% in your budget. So this amount of money should actually be going to taking that massage, taking that brunch, maybe planning and saving up for that iPhone 17, maybe basically planning for that vacation. And I mean, it's all about knowing, this is what I can be able to spare in my budget, and this is what is going to the soft life. And then basically the 20% goes to the savings and investment, which we have done a whole YouTube video discussing how you can be able to distribute the 20%. Let's go back to the 30%. So if my income is 100,000, every month I have 30,000 to actually experience the soft life. If my income is 10,000, I have 3,000 every month to experience the soft life. Meaning, at any stage of your life, you should be having some amount of money that actually goes to giving you the touch of luxury. And believe you me, if you have a budget that actually doesn't give you the softness of life, that's not a budget. You don't need to put all your money into savings and investment. You don't need to put all your money into paying your rent and bills. You need also to pamper yourself. You need to experience these things because they give you an upper hand of, if I earned more money, how life would look like. If maybe this is the feeling that I felt when I experienced maybe first class in an airplane, what does it mean if I can be able to afford this regularly? What does that require of me? And it gives you real-time motivation to actually work hard, to actually say that I will never be broke again. I'll never be broke in my life, because you have already tasted this life which is actually soft. So you don't need to push yourself to the corner to experience things it's something that you can be able to slot in your budget, and it's going to work the same way. Now, I know you're asking yourself, Jane, it's 3,000. How can I be able to achieve this? One of the things that you need to do, set up a soft life fund, meaning that you can be able to actually be putting aside some amount of money to go for that thing. And I want at this particular point to give you some hacks that can be able to help you on how you can be able to plan and enjoy without having the stress. So one of the hack is take advantage of maybe when we have off season. So if it's a vacation, take a time when it's off season. Like for example, don't travel around holidays or something close to that. Travel off season, because it means at this particular point you might be able to negotiate on the rates, and it's easy to actually achieve this particular goal. The second thing that you need to do is also look out for promotions, look out for discounts and such things, because they mean if I'm buying a perfume, a skincare, I get to spend less amount of money, and this means that I'm able to save a lot of money when it comes to my soft life kitty. And then the third thing is set it as a sinking fund. So for example, if it's a long-term thing or you require a lot of money, let's say for example you're earning like 20,000 per month, so meaning you have like 6k to spend on your wants or the soft life, like we did budget prior. But at the same kit you want to for vacation, you want maybe to buy some skincare products. So an amount of money can go into buying the skincare. Maybe let's say half the amount, 3,000, and then the other 3,000 we can save across the whole year. And at the end of the year, we have 36,000. 36,000 can take you to Mombasa, can take you to Masai Mara, can take you to Nanyuki. You can be able to experience the vacation that you're looking for. So I mean, when you save this amount of money in a sinking fund or in a savings plan, you see you'll be able to achieve this goal. So this hack is going to make sure that at the end of the day, that you're not going to just say that I really want this thing, but because I cannot be able to afford it in 1 month, I need some few months, I'm not able to actually do it. So make sure that you also like divide this amount of money into categories, so that it's so easy for you to track, it's so easy for you to budget on it, and it's so easy to actually achieve some of these things that you consider luxury or your soft life. The last thing, everything starts from our mind. So you need to work on your mindset. You really need to work on that, because if you have the right mindset, it means that you have the right reflection. For example, when you see soft life as something that is there, but it needs not to come from debt, or it needs not to strain you or to struggle you, that's going to be helpful for you. If you see that your budget is not a burden, but something that is helping you to actually plan around having the soft life and also being able to achieve your financial freedom journey, that's also going to do something into you. So make sure that you also shift your mind from seeing it as a burden and seeing it as like a controlled way of doing things, and see it as a shift that is going to help you take control and charge of your finances, so that you're able to balance between you being able to achieve the things that you really want through your savings and investment, and at the same time you being able to enjoy this life, because we only live once, and we have to make sure that our journey on this earth had good footprints, and we can be able to count every moment that we lived. And at this particular point, I know you're wondering, like, Jane, I would really want to work on my budget. I would really want to have this mindset shift, and where do I really begin? One of the things, you can contact a financial advisor like myself. So make sure to follow me on my Instagram page, and then we walk through your budget, be able to identify the things that you call luxury, things that you feel you really want to incorporate in your routines, in your life, to make your life more interesting. And then we can be able to make sure that you also plan something that can be able to give you the life that you want tomorrow, because we might not live until then, but at the end of the day, our hope is that we live then. So we live today as we also planning for tomorrow. I hope that this video was helpful. You have learned something, you've been able to gain some knowledge, and in case you know someone who might benefit from this content, make sure you share to them. And in case also you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, leave a like, so that even next time you'll be notified when we post this content. And until next time, thank you.